Hi. So you are watching right now these day 7 of myself speaking in YouTube, that too in English, obviously to improve my spoken English skill. So after recording yesterday's video, which was the longest one, what I did was I straight away went to Google and I just simply typed how to improve my spoken English skills, and it suggested few. And then I asked which AI is good to improve my spoken English skills, and it showed two AI, which is Elsa AI, and another one was Fluent AI something. So I don't even know its name, and I just clicked for the next one, and it had some assessment. Okay, so it had an assessment, and I was completing that assessment, and at the end of the assessment it said I could improve a lot, and it asked for subscription, and I actually paid for the subscription. Actually, I subscribed for the first month to check it out, but the problem is it is an app, and I don't have my phone with me. It is actually broken, and I gave it to the service center, and I still didn't receive it. So I am yet to check it. I am eager to see how it could help me improve my spoken English. So let's see. So that was one thing. I paid it to my credit card. Okay, it was around 1400 something per month. So let's see. I will try to use it for a month, and will let you know. I don't even need to let you know, because if there is someone watching the series, and if they could see me speaking in the day 7 without that app, and they could see me at day 37 after me using that app for a month, if they could see some visible or audible improvement, they should know about it. So I could be their living testimonial. So I'm yet to try it. So yeah, and so this would be the first video you'd be seeing me in a shirt. So all these days you watch me wearing a t-shirt. That is because today also I went outside after a very long time. I went for a dinner, that with my, in the one of the video where I was talking in the portrait from my mobile, I was speaking about this forum called Yes Right, the business learning forum. So in that forum we have a core committee, so which is the which consists of the office bearers of that chapters forum, the president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and all the other core committee members who will be handling, who would take in charge of specific verticals like membership growth and meeting topics and so on. There will be up to 6 designated positions, and they also have coordinators, and they call them as buddies, and I am one of the buddies. So there are quite few buddies, and I am one of them. So today is the last day for our current president. So he gave us a, well, actually, ideally we should have given him the send off party, but he made it as his own treat to us. And the immediate past president and the senior president attend came to it, and we were there from we went there by 7:15, and we left there by 9:45. So it was a very, it was good to have a really great time. And in that video I mentioned about this YesCon, right? And this year some some exciting things are happening about the YesCon, and the part of our discussion, it also took place. So yeah, and the food was good. So we had a very good dinner, and I had a very heavy dinner after a while, after a very long time, maybe after 2 months. So last time I had a very heavy lunch would be at my Chennai trip. So that is it. That would be my daily update, and we'll come back to the main topic that I wanted to speak. which is about the music. Okay, so right now I will every day I will also tell you the recording time. And as I said yesterday, even today I plan to record this by morning 7:30 a.m. But again, even today I woke up by 10:30 only. So yeah, but even though I somewhat moved the schedule around, but I had other things which I had to fit into it. So yeah, so I don't want to skip this day. And actually this is, I am so, might say, even proud of myself, because if I think back, I haven't followed, or what to say, yeah, followed anything which I, any challenge or anything I have took for this 7 continuous days. I haven't been consistent for more than at least what 3 or 4 days, but I am consistent with this YouTube recording thing, because even though no one is watching it, I am enjoying myself to record this, and just to have a vlog kind. Yeah, I personally like to do journaling, but I don't find time to sit and write. I would write for 1 or 2 days, and I will wish to write for the other days, but I won't do. Same with podcasting, any other formats. But I know why. Maybe the friction is less. I just record and I don't even look back to it, and I'm simply uploading it. So maybe that's why I don't mind shooting this. And I even thought of, what to say. I even thought of directly speaking through live YouTube. So there is an option for live streaming, but there is some conditions for it, some requirement, which is to have at least 50 subscribers. So right now I am at 0 subscribers. I don't even follow myself from my other accounts. I have almost more than 5 Google accounts. For I have, yeah, definitely I operate 5 accounts. One is my professional, personal, some burner accounts, and very private, personal and more personal and private like that. And the other my company accounts I have. So I will easily have more than 5 Google accounts, but I didn't even subscribe to myself. So I don't know when I will cross this 50 subscribers, or if I would ever will. I, I don't even think I will get 50 views for that sake in any time soon. So I don't think I will get 50 subscribers. But if I get that 50 subscribers, my workflow will be even easy. I will simply put that live streaming and I will do this. But yeah, having, so if I have 50 subscribers and if I do live stream with them, maybe that experience could be different. I may not be as comfortable as I am speaking right now. So so I will be conscious that, so obviously out of those 50 people, not everyone is going to be active on that live and they would be keep watching. If there are 50 subscribers, maybe 10 to 15 people would watch it. And even though if they watch it, they will watch it for the day one or day two, and they won't continue it forever. Even they will get bored. So yeah, let's see how it pans out. Maybe how it plays out in the upcoming days. Let's see in day 70 how many subscribers and views I have. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And actually I don't have pretty big preparation for my love for music. So what to say, I simply love them. Actually, I wanted to mention about so how my love for music started. It actually started, I listened to music purposefully, not just a casual listener, but really wanted to listen was when I got my own device, which is actually I got Tab, Samsung Galaxy Tab. When did I got? I think I got the tab at when I was at grade 7 or 8. Samsung Galaxy Tab 2, white color, and that was actually the first device which I got for my own use and a fresh one. So even before that, I had phones, mobile phones, which would be like the phone which my father used. When my father got a new phone, that phone will go to my mother, and when she gets a new phone, which would be the older phone for my father, she would give that phone to my first sister, and the same logic will happen again, and that phone will be given to my second elder sister, and she will give that phone to me. So by the time I get any device, it will be already so worn out, but even if it is so worn out, it is still a fresh one, and would be a pretty good upgrade for the one which I would be already having. So I will happily use it. And those days, so we had internet connection, but it would be the most worst one. The point is, I don't even didn't even realize that I had a very very bad internet for a while. So during the class 6, 7, 8, so kind of I would be the only guy to have an active internet. So I would be the one to download any new movies, so Tamil movies or the movies from Marvel, say anything like any English movies. So they will, all my friends will ask me to download a specific movie or actually games. So a movie would be just 2 or 3 GB. So it could be that small. In that time, the video quality was also not a very big thing. People were very happy to see movie in theater prints itself. So that was the time the Tamil rockers was so famous, right? So uh, if I download a game, a game would be easily above 20 GB, 30 GB, like that. Some big games, and at least a game would be above 5 GB, like that. So if I put a movie to download in torrent, it will download for at least 2 or 3 days. So I initially thought it was the normal speed, like anyone would have the same speed. But only when my other friends, other people, when I had conversation with other people who also had an internet, they were literally shocked to hear that. So they said, I said that I would put a movie to download and it will download for 2 or 3 days. And they asked me, 2 days or 2 hours? They were like, and that is when I realized that, okay, I am having some Stone Age old internet connection, but still now our home's internet is not that good. Still now we have some kind of lame internet compared to what what are what are the options available right now even at our city. Okay, I have a pretty decent one in at my office. It is a good provider, but I have a very basic and a plan which is needed for me. So yeah, but it's been more than 2 months since I visited my office. So yeah. Okay, so tracing back why I am speaking this right now. So yeah, my the about the device, right? So my that I got this tab. So that was the very new experience. I don't think I will be speaking about music properly. So because I will share this experience in this one, and I will wind up. So it's already pretty late. It's almost 11:12 p.m. So if I stopped right now and if I uploaded the video, it would easily take a half an hour to publish. So yeah, so and it's already almost 14 minutes, and I think I am getting pretty used to speaking for a while, right? So yeah, nice, thankful for that. So when I got this tab, we got it from Nokia World. So that shop name was Nokia World. Right now that shop name is Satya Mobiles, and we went there and bought this tab. When I when my dad got me, the tab costed around 22,000. So 22,000 is a very huge money, right? For an 8th standard student, it is a very, very big amount. And they gave me the tab. So I think, I don't remember the actual size of it. I don't know how many inches it were, but to a teenager's hand, it was pretty big. But if we stretch our hands to the farthest, we could actually hold it in a single hand. And I got this tab, and I got a new Aircel SIM 9698164655. Okay, I even remember that number. I don't have that number because there is no more Aircel, right? So I got this Aircel SIM, and my father, he shared that number with his sister, my aunt. And after buying that, we were returning to our home, and I am having this Samsung tab at my lap, and I was so happy. I would say I was in cloud nine. So it is nice to use some, what to say, these good sentences and words. So what they call the, are these those idioms? I don't know. Okay, so I was so happy, and I could see in my tab that I am getting a call from my aunt. So it is showing incoming call, Ratnati. So that was my first call at my very own device, in a touch screen device. And in that, in the early age of Android, right, we have, so even now we have to swipe that green green one to attend the call. So at that seventh grade or eighth, actually it's seventh grade only, I don't even know to attend that call. And what I was doing, I was simply tapping that green color, and it was not attending. And deep down, so maybe that's why, that's my personality trait or something. Maybe that would be my character. I started thinking all the worst things that might have happened. So I thought, oh my god, I got some defective piece like that. Maybe, I don't know, I broke that. And in that fraction of seconds, it would be just 2 to 3 seconds, my dad is driving, and I tried tapping it, but it is not answering. And I was panicking so much. And my dad was suddenly started shouting to attend it, speak to her. He shouted. And out of that, what to say, that out of that fear, I did something that I accidentally attended. And that's when I realized that, okay, this is the way to attend a call in a fully touch enabled device. So still now it stays fresh in my mind. So I spoke to, so yeah, that tab had a SIM card feature, and I have to hold it like this, and spoke to my aunt. And yeah, that's how. So yeah, so from then I was full time as my tab. I used to play all these games which I entered this app store. Most significant one would be that Subway Surfers Temple Run. I actually like Subway Surfers more than the Temple Run, because in this Temple Run there will be many what to say, sudden element, scary elements coming. It's out of somewhere. Suddenly a monkey, some ghost like monkey will be chasing us, and we have to use those gyroscope features. Suddenly we have to tilt our tablets, and so it will be so difficult. Subway Surface is simply straightforward. We have just to use our index finger. So, and I was also pretty good at it. So the the, the kick of Subway Surfers, the high of playing Subway Surfers went away once I figured out the pattern. So if and very recently my nephew was playing it, and I casually got his tablet, and I was shocked to see that still now the Subway Surface is going on that same pattern only. What I am meaning by the pattern is, if you play Subway Surfers for a while, and in a single run, if you go for a while, you could you could see that the same set of obstacles would be coming. So at one point of time, you could even close your eyes, and you will get memorized of these moves. So that's what happened to me. So this may sound ridiculous, But that's what happened to me, and I just kept playing Subway Surfers on and on and on. So in a single run I was playing for more than 2 or 3 hours. Even my sisters were shocked. So then I could still remember my sister's reaction. I was playing with some charge, so but not in a low one. But even my tab's charge was getting very low, and I while playing, my sister came near. I went near the charging port. She plugged in the cable, and still I kept playing. At one point, I was getting dizzy, and I decided to give it up. So then from then itself I didn't play Subway Surfers. So this video was about to tell about my love for music, but it turned out to be my experience sharing about the tablet. Yeah. So I so if I go out to see my friends, even then I will put the tablet into my pocket. So yeah, but nowadays, if we compare that tab to the phone we are using right now, we won't see much of a different. Because when we when we were at grade 9, 10, there came a concept called phablet, which is the fusion between phone and tablet, and that segment went away very soon, because um, every phone rolled out to be big. So before, when the smartphone era started, the Samsung Galaxy Y duos, the whole phone would be very small. I, this is a Geo phone I am using. I'm not using it, but this is a Geo phone, right? So the very first smartphone will be in the same dimension itself. So yeah, within this size we have to use the keypad, and it used to support WhatsApp and all those stuff. We used to watch YouTube in that, and it didn't feel so small that time. Actually, I used after this during my college first year, post my 12th board exam, I got a iPhone 5s. So yeah, I got an iPhone 5s, and I used it for a while. This iPhone 5s has a very small screen, and that is the main reason I got it. I am very fond of the small screens. It would be so compact, very easy to carry, hold, and so. But unfortunately, I dropped it, and it is the same way how I now damage my current phone. So I just kept it in my shirt, and I had to bend down for some reason, and it just fall off. So my current CM of nothing phone too also broke the similar way, but in different scenario. So I don't think I would talk about it. Yeah. So coming back to this Subway Surfers and that I also download. I learned how to download from torrent in the tab itself. So I will simply download movies, and I will start watching movies, all the English movies which were coming out then. And yeah, so I had a very great time with the tab. But these the problem with those old phones and that segment right before this 2016 17, 2016 17, yeah, until then it was mostly this type B charging port, right? The biggest problem would be the port would get affected very soon. So the age of the whole device would, so in many cases, will depend upon the age of the port. So that's what happened with the tablet also. After using for a while, at some point, the battery was getting the battery got drops quick, and it stopped getting the software update also. So running an old Android was getting so buggy, messy, and many new features were coming out for the with coming up with the other applications like Instagram, Facebook. It got adapted for the hardware capacities of that time. So that tab should hardly have 2 GB of RAM or something. Even 2 GB would be high, maybe 1 gigabyte only. So yes, the tab wasn't able to keep up with that. And so I don't even remember where that tab went. Maybe must have exchanged it something. So that is the story of the tablet. So this videos are supposed be a, to be about my music, but yeah, this might be the foundation of it. Definitely tomorrow I will share my experience with music, and I think I should come little bit prepared for it, because yes, so it is very hard to hand pick some of these songs to talk about. So yeah, I will come little bit prepared. I'll write or yeah, at least I'll write 3 or 4 songs, 4 to 5 songs, and I will talk about why I like those songs particularly. Okay, so super. Again, I have spoke for 26 minutes. I'm feeling very very happy about it. Yes, so thank you guys. Catch you up tomorrow. And tomorrow's April 1. So this April 1 is actually pretty exciting for business people, because it is a financial new year. And it is like another chance to business people to have a fresh start. Actually, yes, of course, each and every day is a fresh start. But again, so if a businessman failed to keep up with his new year resolution, he could make some new financial new year resolution. And that is what it's supposed to be. Yeah, a proper business would plan for their annual budget in the January, in the month of Feb, and they would finalize their budget by March, and they will implement it from the April. So yeah, so pretty excited about it. Let's see how this financial year 26-27 plays out. And I have took many major decisions for this financial year. Many, what to say, life stage is changing for me. I hope my financial stage also uplifts this year. So yeah, cheers to, yeah, good beginning also. And yeah, and actually, what is that big changes? I am actually going to start going to work from tomorrow. That's what I have planned for. Only tomorrow morning it will know whether it will play it out or not. But yeah, so even if I go for work every morning, I still want to record these videos. So let's see if I could find time even tomorrow. So yeah, see you all on day 8 video. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye bye.